Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. Have you ever wondered if you have what it takes to compete? Do you even know what it takes to compete? Well, today we're going to be talking about, that. Everyone is going to be different, and even though I'm going to try and cover each and every aspect, there will still be some things that you have to find out for yourselves. What I'm going to share today will be based on my personal experience competing solo as a natural athlete. First things first, find a competition that you want to compete in and make sure they have a class D. Tip 1! Just like that, I just got, tips, all over the place. Try to find one that's close to home, as close as possible. Tip 2, make sure you have plenty of weeks to plan out. What federation is it? Read their rules and guidelines and make sure you pay a yearly fee if needed. Next up, looking for a posing suit. I didn't went too crazy on this. I bought the cheapest one I can find, which was still €100. Make sure it's an approved suit and try to find a color that suits you best. I picked blue. Next up is looking for spray tan. Do not make the mistake I made and use sticky, nasty tan stuff, which is actually slowly but surely getting banned because of the mess. Do not cheap out on this. All of your hard work should be displayed as best as possible. It could be you need some bikini bites to keep everything in place. It's like a glue. Practice your posing. Make it part of everything, and with that I mean make it part of your workout. The posing must become second nature and should be able to be performed without a mirror for obvious reasons. Posing should be done at an angle, seeing how the judges will be a bit lower. You can practice this by placing a mirror there or placing a camera and then re-watching it. Plan out your diet and workout. How to diet down will be a whole different video simply because it's going to be too long if I'm going to explain right now. So please remind me for that. But make sure you plan everything out. Do not fall for the higher reps will burn fat. Stop training 2 to 4 days before you hit the stage. Tip. Yes, a plan out tip. Buy a whiteboard, or if you already have one, use it. To put on your plan, so you know, like, I'm this week so many weeks out, and to track your daily calorie intake. Having a big visual reminder will help a lot. Okay, do not carb down too early or too much. What I could advise is to have a fat loss period of at least 12 weeks and 1 week of dropping water weight. What I did is in a week of dropping water weight is I drank a lot of water until my body felt no needs to hold on to the water that I was holding on to, of course. And I did like 5 days of eating very little carbs. Tip! Well, this is not a tip though, this is more like a reminder, side note, whatever. Whenever the body needs to adapt to something new, it will almost always retain a lot of water. So don't change too much at the last moment. I have made this mistake. And don't be surprised that after the first few times of cardio, that your body will look bloated. Most people will think, I'm going to be ripped. No, you're going to be quite bloated. The first few times, keep on doing it. Just hang on there, buddy. Or girl, or whatever. It's going to be better. It gets better. The day of the competition. This will be the longest day of your life. I kid you not. Wow, it's old. Even for the people that are going to come and watch you, tell them it's going to be a freakishly long day. Try to be one of the first to get weighed in. So you're going to be one of the first to go backstage, which is just going to be a giant room with no chairs, nothing. If you bring nothing, you have to sit on the floor, and I have had this happen to me in my first competition. Well, get used to that room because you're going to be spending a lot of time in there. Bring, if you can, I kid you not, do not laugh at me, an inflatable bed or an inflatable chair. No, and don't forget to bring something for your coach. You're going to have to be resting your legs a lot. You won't even be pumping up your legs. Your legs are just going to be resting that day. Okay, you're also going to need some food. My tip is to bring rice waffles, seeing how it's a very dry carb, and a little bit of jelly or honey or peanut butter. And peanut butter, just go for a smudge. Water is cool, just take a micro sip only when thirsty. They will provide you with a program so you know when you have to hit the stage, and you'll know when to pump up. Speaking of which, most people will pump up with fast reps, with super lightweight provided by the federation, but feel free to experiment with what works best for you, as I did. I experimented during my prep, and the German body comp felt the best to me. Like I said, this will be a quite long day, so if you can find a competition that's close to home, you can even go home and take a nap, which is amazing. On stage, smile naturally. If you don't naturally have a very big smile, then don't do it. Just smile naturally. Like I said, you'll enter the stage on the left side and leave it on the right when they call you out to switch. Lift your hands, girls, a little bow with it, or a curfew, whatever, will look amazing. Pose from the bottom up, so think legs, abs, and upper body. And on a final note, be happy and be fucking proud, because you worked so hard to get where you are right now. Exchange contacts with the people that you see around you, because guess what, you already share a common interest. And try to have fun. I hope you guys liked this video. Be sure not to miss next week's video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask and I'll answer in a video. You need a personal trainer, online personal trainer that is, I'm right here, and my email address is in the description box. I'm Jessie, signing off, and remember to always smile unless you're breaking a PR.